And action! This is an emergency loud shirt run. At its heart, All My Friends Are Leaving Brisbane is a love story. It's about Anthea and Michael, and they really should be going out together. And they're both in a rut. They're both unhappy, and it's about them getting themselves out of that rut. It's about waking up to themselves.
What are you going to do in London?
Law?
You hate law.
Yeah, well, I'll hate it in an exotic city.
All My Friends Are Leaving Brisbane is a universal story because it's about that experience. It's about that tyranny of distance, the feeling that you should travel. And that's an Australian inclination to want to travel and see the world and extend yourself.
I missed you.
Yeah. I could tell all those phone calls.
I was really inspired working with the cast. At the beginning of the film, when you're thinking who you're going to cast, we realised we weren't able to afford stars. But what do you do when you can't afford stars? You find the stars of tomorrow. Matt Zermas, Charlotte Gregg, Cindy Nelson, Ryan Johnson, Guyton Grantley, Sarah Kennedy, Romney Lee. They're all amazing. They're all really amazing to work with. I met Charlotte Gregg working on a play, and I've really thought about Anthea being Charlotte Gregg for a long time. So she was really the first person that we cast. I looked around a lot to find Michael because I really wanted to find somebody who was good looking but could reasonably be not noticed by his best friend. Matt Zermas brought something really special to it. He brought a real smouldering essence to Michael, and I really liked that. I tested him and next to Charlotte Gregg, and all of a sudden it was just right. And I ran out of the room and into the other room where Stephen was, and I said, "Stephen, it's Michael and Anthea, they're out there." And it was very exciting. It started out as a screenplay written by Stephen Vagg.
It was about the third or fourth film script that I'd written, and I wrote it originally to be a low-budget film.
He put it on as a play at the Cement Box Theatre in Brisbane, and that's when I saw it, and I thought it would make a really great film.
She really pushed it through and championed the project. Like, if it wasn't for her, it wouldn't exist as a film. So she's kind of been its number one supporter from day one.
Stephen Vagg grew up in Brisbane, and he was living on Moray Street working as a lawyer, having his quarter-life crisis, and he decided that he wanted to write a story about it.
Well, you write about what you know, and this was something I hadn't seen on screen before, and I thought maybe it might make an interesting story. The opening scene between Michael and Anthea, where she says, "All my friends are leaving Brisbane, get some new friends," that was the very first scene written. That hasn't changed from the first script to the first play to the first drop. So that's always been the core of it.
All my friends are leaving Brisbane.
Get some new friends.
Artistically, it's great to shoot in Brisbane because it hasn't been on film very much. So we knew that anything we shot was going to be fresh. And so we used video as a way of putting more Brisbane into the film.
I've tried to make the film version more cinematic by using fantasy elements.
A lot of low-budget films tend to be two people talking in a room. So I tried to take it out of just the two people scene, and I tried different surreal moments to give the story movement. To save money, we shot a lot of scenes in our house. For example, the restaurant scene is in our lounge room, and the wallpaper of that scene was hand printed by our designer Hayley Egan. One of the things that I've really hoped for our film is that in 10 years' time people can be looking at the credits and say, "Wow, look at all the amazing people that were on this film," because I'd love it if everybody went on to make a lot more. When we found Matt, I tested him next to Charlotte Gregg. In that rehearsal room, they found that last scene. They found the essence of that last scene. It was too special to go back to. So we decided we wouldn't waste that energy that was there in the audition room. So the next time that they performed that was when the camera rolled.
I do have this incisive theory about male-female friendships.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll never know.
You know everything, right?
No. But what I know for sure. I better go.
Making All My Friends Are Leaving Brisbane has been one of the great experiences of my entire life. It was wonderful to have such a great team of really great people come together and put in a big effort to tell a Brisbane story. I've been really inspired by the people involved, and it's been great.
And who did that happen?
Taxi!
That was gold.
All my friends are leaving Brisbane. I'm gonna miss them. I really mean it, man. A couple of my mates from school, that chick I rooted to, and that guy that I owed $50. I'm kinda glad he's leaving. Now I don't have to pay him back anymore. All my friends are leaving. Hang on. All my friends are leaving Brisbane. Some of them have gone to Victoria. Some of them moved to the Gold Coast. And some of them went to London, a town